guys, it's me again with Guinea Bissau. As West Africa's Guinea Bissau was part of the Portuguese Empire for a while, as today 14% of the population speak Portuguese. It was once hailed as a part of a potential model for African development, but the country is now one of the poorest countries in the world. Has a vital cashew nut crop grows, a modest living for most of Guinea Bissau's farmers, and is the main source of foreign exchange. But today the nation has a massive foreign debt and an economy that relies heavily on foreign aid, and it's become a transshipment point for Latin American drugs. So yeah, and at the end of the 1990s, the country has experienced a conflict which drew Guinea, Nigeria, Senegal and France, and ended with the president going into exile. As a former finance minister, Jose Mario Vaz won a presidential election runoff in May 2014 by a large margin, as he was the first elected leader since the army mutinied in 2012 and plunged the country already plagued by corruption and cocaine trafficking into chaos. As the re-election of Jose Mario Vaz was meant to draw a line under those events, but Guinea-Bissau has a record of military coups, as no elected leader has served a full term in independence since independence 40 years ago. Stability continues to remain elusive goal under new presidents, as after a year of coming to power, Vaz was sacked as Prime Minister and party colleague Domingos Simios Pereira, after falling out with him. And during the ensuing political crisis, there were 4 changes of Prime Minister in little over a year, and amid power struggles between Vaz and his party, led by Samaras Pereira. So yeah, it's a bit like it's all kind of gone downhill a little bit. But because of the colonial history, as the official language of Guinea-Bissau remains Portuguese, and during a time it was the principal language of government, administration and national communication. However, 11% and 12 to 14% of the population can speak the language today, as those individuals represent kind of like the elite of the country, as they are highly educated, and because it's limited range today, Portuguese is spoken primarily as a second language, and its use is concentrated around the capital. As the most widely spoken language of Guinea-Bissau is Guinea-Bissau Creole, a Portuguese-based Creole language. Though not the official language, it's the actual lingua franca of the country, as it's because it's spoken by about 15% of the population as a first language, and is a second language to a further 50% of the population. As Guinea-Bissau Creole is used in parliament, public services, informal communication and entertainment. As Baranfa belongs to the Bak language family and is spoken by the Baranfa indigenous people, and has around 510,000 speakers, and its language is split into 2 dialects, Baranfa Kentahe and Baranta Ganja. As Fula is the first language of the Fula people and belongs to the Atlantic branch of Niger-Congo language family, and is used in over 20 countries within Western and Central Africa. And in Guinea-Bissau, approximately 16.3% of the population speaks the language, as Mandjak is spoken by 11.3% of the population, and it belongs to the Bak family and is divided into several dialects, as the Mandinka belongs to the Mande branch of the Niger-Congo language family, and is used in concentrated in the northern regions of the country, where approximately 10.8% of the country's population speaks the language. And then there's Pepal, and is the first language of the Pepal ethnic group who live throughout Guinea Bissau and Senegal. And it is the Mandarac language, and roughly has 8.8% of the population as in a first language kind of thing. And these native speakers represent just a portion of what is spoken within the country. As there are many languages spread throughout Guinea-Bissau, for between each of the ethnic groups and all that, but many of them don't have very much more than 50,000 speakers. And the main foreign language of Guinea-Bissau is French, as public schools teach French as a second language throughout the country, as it has grown in importance because of several countries close by that speak French. As Guinea-Bissau belongs to the International Organization of la Francophonie, an organization that represents countries where French is an important part of the culture. So yeah, that is Guinea-Bissau for you, and yeah, bye for now.